Now, live from KUSI, this is Good Business San Diego. Sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management. Hi, I'm Roy Robertson. Welcome to Good Business San Diego, where we're talking about the topics that are important to you, your home, your family, your health, and your money. And the following portion is brought to you by Wilsey Asset Management. So here are the questions that are on everybody's mind these days. When are gas prices going to drop, and how is the war in Iran going to impact prices here at home? Brent Wilsey, president of Wilsey Asset Management, is here with some perspective about how the war is affecting the world economy. And of course, we're going to start right here in San Diego at the gas pump, because prices now, Brent, about $6.20 on average in San Diego.
Yeah.
So the big question, when are they coming down?
When they're coming down. I'll tell you, I'll kind of take it with a tease. It's going to be probably a couple of months, and I'll explain why. But the thing that we knew, and I said this was going to happen a few months ago, that we'd probably see inflation hit between 3.5% to 4%. Well, yesterday CPI came out at 3.8%. Today we had PPI, which is Producer Price Index. That's at the wholesale level. That was up 6%, the highest since December 2022. So it is starting to cause problems. You've got businesses like transportation companies that, again, they're having higher costs for the gas they're paying. The consumer, they're putting more money in their tank, less money to spend over here on other things. Right. So it's starting to hurt the economy, and these are problems we're having. But the big question is, when will they come down? Well, we got to think about what's going on. We have the blockade in the Strait of Hormuz on Iran. That's costing Iran about $200 million per day. So it's been going on for about a month. They're now out about $6 billion. Another month will be another $6 billion. Right. Another month, $18 billion. Eventually, they're going to cry uncle.
So how long can they tolerate it is the point.
That's the thing. And they think we're in trouble because, yeah, we are paying higher gas prices. We are paying inflation's going up now. But I believe we can definitely outweigh their situation, because they got 90 million people that are really not in a good position right now. Their economy's in major problems. And the other thing, too, we know that the president's meeting with China today. You know, this is going to come up in conversation. China's not against us, but they do want this resolved. They get about 15% of their energy from Iran, but for Iran, they export about 90% to China. So that's a problem for China, and China does want it resolved because they got a growing economy.
So this is what's going to move the needle and motivate these companies to get countries to get something done, is the business that they're doing globally.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we talk about this inflation rate of 3.8% in America. And what is it in Iran? Oh,
well, that's the amazing part. And this is why their economy is just crumbling. It's 60%.
60%.
Right. Now think about that. That's 5% per month. Here we are complaining about 3.8% per year. They're 5%. So you might buy a steak today there at $10, and in 2 months, it's going to be $11. I mean, it's rising quickly, and it's getting worse every day. So this is a problem for China, is that they do have a collapsing economy. The other thing they have is they have their currency, which is called, I believe, called the real. Well, it takes 1.9 million reals to equal $1. Now, what is amazing about that...
Easy to be a millionaire on the upside, right?
On the upside, there you go. But what they're doing is they're using my favorite currency, Bitcoin, which, again, if you like Bitcoin, here you're helping a terrorist country, because that's the currency they're using, is Bitcoin, because their currency is virtually worthless. And then what this is causing is shortage of staples in their economy. I mean, you go to the store, not only can you not get things, you're in long lines waiting and waiting. So there's 90 million people that are having a very hard time in the economy right now. So something's going to give, and I believe Iran will have to give in first.
And you think maybe in the next couple of months?
I think in the next couple of months. And again, people complain about the inflation, the high gas prices. I think it's a no-brainer. You have a choice. We're either giving Iran nuclear weapons, or we suffer with inflation for a couple of months and higher gas prices.
Real quick, we're talking about what's happening for consumers. What about for investors?
Well, investors, if you have oil companies now, you've probably done very well. Oil, refiner companies, gas companies, you've probably done very well. You may want to consider lightening up on that, perhaps selling, because if I'm correct, in a couple of months, that will go in the other direction, will come down. What you want to be investing in are companies that have suffered from higher gas prices or higher energy prices, like perfume companies, chemical companies, companies that use petroleum to make their products. Those are the ones that their stocks are down. So you buy them now and say, well, where will I be next year at this time? I think you'll be sitting in a pretty good position if you buy companies that have been hurt by the energy situation.
All right. We will follow this over the next couple of months for sure, Brent. Thanks so much. You'll find Brent online at smartinvesting2000.com. We'll be right back.